Hello everyone and good morning from Hocking Hills State Park. It's around 7:30 in the morning and we're starting our hike here at Hocking Hills. And we're hoping to see most of the very popular areas today. Old Man's Cave, Devil's Bathtub, Upper and Lower Falls. We parked in the Visitor Center parking lot. Hocking Hills State Park is located in southeastern Ohio, south of Columbus. Alright, so here is the map for the area that we're in right now. And this is the Old Man's Cave area. We are right here, and this is a one-way trail. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down this way. So first we'll see Devil's Bathtub, and we're going to keep going down A-frame bridge, Lower Falls, Old Man's Cave, and then back up. Oh, so we must be right by Upper Falls. Grandma Gatewood Memorial Hiking Trail, dedicated to the memory of Grandma Gatewood. There are one-way trails here in this area just because it's so popular, and I know that it gets crowded. Right now it's 7:30 in the morning and it's in the 50s, so there's not many other cars in the parking lot, but during the summer these parking lots get packed. Warning, cliff area, stay on posted trails. No climbing on rocks, no throwing objects, monitor your children. Park closes at dark. Alright, let's get going. So excited. This has been on my list for such a long time. And I'm using my external microphone just because I've noticed in some of my videos lately it's hard to hear me. And I know with all of the waterfalls it's probably gonna drown out my voice. But I think what I'll do is I'll switch between having the microphone on so I can talk and you can hear me, and then at points I'll take it off so you can hear the water. So there's the two main waterfalls, Upper Falls and Lower Falls, but they said there's a bunch of unnamed little waterfalls that we're going to come across. Oh, like this one. And this flows down under the bridge, and I believe right now we're standing above Upper Falls. And the information I found online says that Upper Falls is 20 feet tall and that the crest is 10 feet wide. And this park is known for having a lot of stairs. There's so much history with this park. I'll get into that a little bit later in the video. Alright, so this way is Upper Falls, and to the left is Old Man's Cave. But we gotta see Upper Falls. Oh wow. I think this is like the famous photos of waterfalls in the park. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Alright, so the early bird does get the worm. We just had Upper Falls all to ourselves, one other person. So it does pay to get out here early. I think the Devil's Bathtub was next on the map. Wow. I think it took us around 7.5 hours to get here from the Scranton, Pennsylvania area. And as we were getting closer to Hocking Hills, we were passing tons of Ohio state parks. So I definitely see myself returning to this area. Check out more of the Ohio state parks. I watched so many YouTube videos on this park, but as great as some of them were, the videos just never do it justice. You have to get here in person. Oh, I think this is Devil's Bathtub. Let's see. It's a little slick. There was some rain last night, so I'm going to be going slow. Alright, here is Devil's Bathtub. So some information that I found about Devil's Bathtub online. It consists of a unique tiered waterfall between the Upper Falls and Old Man's Cave. The tub is situated in a weak layer of black hand sandstone, and it's constantly enlarged by swirling action of Old Man's Creek. The upper part of the falls drops into a deep, bowl-shaped basin, forming a captivating whirlpool before dropping again into the large pool below. Although the pool is rumored to extend deep into depths of Hades, it's only a few feet deep. And I was looking for information on how it got its name, and I found some information. It says that the general story about how the tub got its name is this is the only water cold enough to squelch the fires of hell. How cold is the water? The water is said to never get above 65 degrees, even in the hottest weather. So here we are, right above Devil's Bathtub. It does kind of look like it's a bathtub shape. Pretty cool. All right, on our way. Oh, this is cool. Here's an example of the stairs. I know in some of the videos that I've watched, so Hocking Hills is dog friendly, most of the trails, but the doggos don't seem to like this little section here. All right. All right, just to get into some of the history of the park, evidence suggests that as long as 7,000 years ago, members of the native Adena tribe inhabited Hocking Hills. By the mid-1700s, Native American tribes such as the Wyandot, Delaware, and Shawnee traveled through these hills. Natives called the river Hocking Hawk, meaning bottle river, which refers to the shape that glacial melt had carved in the sandstone gorges. After the Greenville Treaty of 1795, numerous settlers moved into the Hocking region, establishing Hocking County in 1818. By 1835, powder and grist mills were constructed at Cedar Falls. In 1870, the cave areas had already become well-known recreational attractions. The first land purchase by the state of Ohio for preserving the natural resources of the park was made in 1924. The first parcel included the now famous Old Man's Cave. Subsequent purchases expanded the public lands as state forest parks protected by the Department of Forestry. After the creation of the Ohio Department of Natural Resources in 1949, the Division of Parks and Watercraft assumed management of the Hocking Hills State Park and Natural Area Complex, which today includes 7 areas: Ash Cave, Cedar Falls, Old Man's Cave, Whispering Cave, Conkle's Hollow, Cantwell Cliffs, and Rock House. There is a dining lodge and cottages. They were built for the park in 1972. However, the dining lodge was closed after it caught fire in 2016. A new lodge and hotel was opened in October 2022. We have a seasonal waterfall coming down the cliffs here. And I'm already starting to hear a bunch of people behind us. All right, I'm gonna jump for it. I think there might be another waterfall over here to the right. Yep. Let's see if we can get a good view from over here. There it is. Alright, we have made it to the A-frame bridge. Wow. Very impressive. Alright, I'm going to take you across with me. This is pretty cool. Wow. And a seasonal waterfall. Wow. And this is not even Old Man's Cave. So impressive, the rock formations. And from what I've read, the caves in this area aren't technically caves, they're overhangs. And I believe the only real cave in the park is at Rock House. And we will eventually get there, probably tomorrow. Alright. On some very wet stairs. Wow. Wow, this is beautiful. Those cascades. And that up there is Old Man's Cave. And I can tell you that the footage is not going to do it justice. Oh, here's our first little dark stairwell. I came prepared. Alright, let's see. Pretty cool. Whenever I visit places like this, I think how hard it must have been to make this little tunnel. Look at that. Yeah, my flashlight is not giving us enough light. That's without. And there's a little bit. And there's some puddles. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing that they, I don't know, used explosives or... Oh, wow. Everyone said turn to the right when you come through the tunnel. That's why. Let's see, there's a nice little... Look at that. And there's some people going up the stairs right now to give you a little bit of perspective on how massive this cave, overhang, whatever you want to call it, is. Wow. All right, so we're going to head to Lower Falls. Because if we don't do that now, we're going to miss it, since the trails are one way. I think this is the top of the falls. Yep, I can see some people down there. Alright, up the stairs we go. The trails aren't really difficult, but there are a lot of stairs. Right now we're going down a lot, so we're gonna have to go back up to get to Old Man's Cave. But wow, I'll say it again. All these stone stairs and bridges. A lot of work went into the park, and you can tell. The stone wall alone, look at that. It's a little tough on the knees. Which is exactly why we rented a cabin with a hot tub. After a day of hiking, you go back, you soak. We are staying at the Hocking Hills Cabins and Resort. And we got here yesterday, spent the first night in the cabin. Very nice cabin. Very happy with it. All right, you're going to get your glimpse of the lower falls. And the lower falls are 30 feet high, and I believe the crest is 7 feet wide. Alright, so we're gonna make a loop and come around down to the beach there. Oh, look at that stone bridge. Beautiful. I watched a video on YouTube. Someone was here during the winter months, and this thing was a sheet of ice. They were having a hard time getting over it. All right. There's no swimming in any of these pools by the waterfalls. Just a heads up. And we have it all to ourselves. Wow. So beautiful. All right, I'm going to turn my microphone off so you can get that sound of the water. Alright, so we're leaving the lower falls and we're heading back up the stairs to Old Man's Cave. We made a really nice loop, seeing all of the points of interest in this area. I think if you really wanted to, you could hike most of the park in one hike. I think I saw a YouTube video where someone had done that. I think it was around 12 miles. Wow. Alright, up the stairs we go. Alrighty. Let's see how warm these stairs are. I think I had read somewhere that Hocking Hills is the most visited Ohio State Park. Alright, I think we've come to our second tunnel with stairs. I'm gonna take a little break before I head up those. Alright. Up the stairs we go. Almost there. Whew. Wow. Are coming to Old Man's Cave. And like I was saying, this isn't an actual cave, it's a recess cave. It was named for the old man Richard Rowe, a recluse who made the cave his home in the 1800s and is a part of scenic Hocking Hills State Park. Rowe and his family moved to the Ohio River Valley around 1796 from the Cumberland Mountains of Tennessee to establish a trading post. He and his two dogs traveled through Ohio along the Scioto River in search of game.
everyone, and thank you for watching this video till the end. This is footage of us on the A-frame bridge that we had seen while we were on the Grandma Gatewood Trail down below. I've decided to end this video here so as not to have a really long video, so watch for the rest of my videos from Hocking Hills. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps the channel out. And if you enjoyed our hike, please give our video a like and ring the bell, and that way you'll get notifications every time I have a new video out. Until my next video comes out, please enjoy pictures from our hike on the Old Man's Cave Loop. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.